What's up guys, welcome to Bro Beats. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make keys and plucks in ElectraX, so let's just get started. First thing you want to do is initialize everything, make sure everything's on default. So click the initialize button, go all the way up and go to reset all. So now everything should be default just like mine. So first thing I'm going to do is just turn this up a bit, maybe to 40, just so it's a little bit louder. All right, so now with keys and plucks, they can get very repetitive, especially if you say you're making a bank or something or your own custom sounds. It get really repetitive if you just stick with these same sounds. So what you can do is actually click Wavetable, go to custom wave, and now you have like probably 200 sounds. I don't even know how many it is, but it's a lot of sounds, wavetables that you can use. Okay, so I'm just pick, oh no, there's one in here that I really like somewhere in here. I think that's the one. I'll just play this bare bones. All right, and I have like a beat pre-made, of course, just so the end you can see the results. So I'm gonna use that. Okay, now you don't have to do this. This is just I'm trying to show you different things that you can use. So first thing I'm gonna do with keys or plucks, I usually put it up on the second octave. So usually it's default to 1. I'll put it up 1. All right. So now we can use another wavetable, and we could just go to custom wave just to keep it consistent. And we could just choose, let's just kind of go through. Kind of like this one. So make sure this one is on octave 2. And it's going to sound really high pitched and it might hurt your ears a little bit, but we're going to add some effects on it to make it sound better. But for now, what I'm going to show you is something I forgot to show in the last video, and this is shape stuff. So when getting rid of the click, right? So you go to attack, you get rid of the click, and I'm going to pull this back a little bit so you can see. So what the shape is going to do, if you pull it up, it's basically just going to make this decay tighter, and then looser if you put on 0, and I'll show you what that sounds like. All right, and that's pretty much what that does. And I just usually use that, put it on like the default setting, but there might be cases where you want to actually tighten this up, so that's how you do that. So to make a key, to actually make a key, so all this stuff does not matter. You could literally put this on random, but to make a key, one thing that you could do is you could pull this to sustain up a bit, but what you want to do is at the very least have your release about halfway between the hold and the shape tabs here, so it'll actually sound like a key if you kind of put in between. So you kind of want that release on the keys. Now for a pluck, what you want to do is turn sustain all the way down and then turn decay probably somewhere between the H and the O on holds. If you want a little bit more decay in there, you can. All right, that's pretty much how you create a pluck with the envelope. All right, so we want a key though, so we're gonna pull this back up. I'm actually pull this shape up a bit. All right, so now we're gonna actually make this sound good. So what I'm gonna do is put this effect on it, okay? And this is gonna give it like a detuned sound, but it's gonna spread it out and widen it. So I'll show you what this sounds like. Okay, and if that's too high for you, what you could do is put on a low pass and just pull it back a bit. And then what I'm gonna do for this one, all right, the second one, I'm gonna pull this mixer to 2. So if you pull it all the way to the right, it's gonna go into the second one, which is the bottom one. And you can see it says 2 and then 1 is the top one. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is kind of give it a bell shape to kind of thin the sound out so it's not meshing too much with this one. And I'll play it by itself so you can see it. You can see it's a lot thinner now. And then we add this. Might add a little bit more release on there. I kind of want it to bleed into the other notes as well. So that's pretty much how you just start off making a key. You can stop here if that's enough for you, But what I'm gonna do is add some reverb, the reverb reel. That's my favorite one to use, and just pull it down out here. I think that's good. Okay, so now let's go to synth 2, and we're only gonna do 2 this time because it's not really much to really go over. And you can pick whatever you want here, but let's go analog and go to sine. Okay, go to sine. I'm just trying to use different stuff so you can kind of get used to everything as you're watching the videos. So with this, let's go up an octave, go to 2, and what we can do is make this a pluck. So let's use this pluck and kind of let's play this by itself first. So let's kind of play this, turn that attack up. All right, so now we could choose an effect, and I usually go with like multi-tap or something. So we could try this, and let's actually turn this time up. And that's actually going to give you a lot of bounce in your beat too, so it's good to have that. Okay, so the last thing, so that's pretty much our sound. I'll play it real quick. Let's play this. Okay, so one thing I do want to show you is a little modulation. So I'm going to change this part up. All right, the effects just for this part. So if you go down here to LFO1, the first thing you want to do is pull this to sine. Now again, when I say that, that doesn't mean you have to actually use sine. I'm just showing you what I usually default to. I usually turn it down to it looks something like this. Now what you want to do is go to cutoff, right click, modulate LFO, and then go to LFO1. All right, and then this knob will increase or decrease the range of frequencies, right? So if you just want it to be a small range, it'll do something like this, or a high range. All right, now one other thing we can do is modulate effects. So I just want a strong effect. So we could try, trying to think what's something that's really strong. So we could try the vibrato, and we could put a really strong effect on this. So you can just go to 2. So let's go LFO and go to 2. Okay, and then it's gonna default back. So what you want to do is go to sine again, and you could choose the speed, but I just usually do like about 2. There could be clicking, so you might need to adjust it as well. You could just click this and pull it up, but we could stay consistent. Right click, modulate with LFO, and let's go to LFO2 right here. Okay, so it should modulate now, and it'll should wobble and everything. So all right, so we have this one modulated to this one. Okay, and to prove it, I'll put the speed up, and you'll see this move a lot faster. All right, and I'm just trying to show you that just for some more advanced things, if you just want to know that. But I'm gonna put it back to the ensemble, and we can usually just, well, I'm gonna just take this off. Go to remove. All right, because I like the original sound, so I'll just play the original sound now. All right, and that's pretty much how you make a key or pluck. You don't have to use the effects that I've used, but just know, you can come in here and use custom waves. You don't have to stick with those random wavetables that they have in here. Okay, you can also do other ones. You can use samples, but I'll go over that in another video. But I'll just play this beat real quick so you can see it in context, and we can end the video. All right, so that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully this helped you out with your sound design. If you are new, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.